YB stays on your neck.
Yo, my dons, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and obviously hit the bell for notifications. Now, I wasn't going to do this video, but the YB gets to a certain point and I think, fuck it, yeah, I'm going to do it because, bottom line is, yeah, I've had several dons in my comment section coming at me sideways about this whole Dillian Whyte situation because allegedly I've got the wrong information. Several dons have come to the YB's channel and requested apologies on the basis that Dillian Whyte's B sample is clear. Now, as I'm aware, as I'm publicly aware, or from all the information I've got, I haven't got a clue what they're talking about. However, several of these dons brought this particular video up as evidence. They said, look, YB, where's your apology? This dude reported damn near a week ago on the 1st of August that Dillian Whyte passed his sample breed B drug test. Now, as I say, if I am wrong, if this dude has got exclusive information, and fair play to him, if this dude's got more exclusive sources than the YB, then fair play to him. But as you can see in the information section, in the description, there is no source which has been left. It's just gone, and he must have some deep inside sources within Dillian Whyte's camp. Now, we all know the YB has in-camp sources, but his must be deeper than the YB's. So I'm just doing this video to say, listen, I'm happy to be wrong. I'm more than happy to be wrong, but come on, give me some evidence. You can't link a video and expect me to apologise on that. And just look at the comments on this video. You can see one of the dudes here saying exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, look at all these channels. All these channels owe him an apology. That don there was most likely one of the dons that was in my comment section talking about apologies. And look at the apology. All of these channels owe him an apology. And my man, this Counterpunch dude, has actually liked that comment. So he actually believes this B sample's clear. God knows where he got his information from. And that's a dangerous thing about YouTube. Once you get a few followers, you actually become a news source in your own right. Now, people criticise the YB and say, oh, YB, your titles are clickbait. Listen, whatever the YB's titles are, they have some element of truth to them. Yeah? Simple. You never see me talking about stuff that there's no evidence for at all. Even if I alleged, for example, I made a video the other day talking about how Dillian Whyte took legal action against someone. There'll be evidence for that, i.e., the title says Dillian Whyte takes legal action against BT and Boxing Social, and 2-2's Boxing Social pulled the video down. Yeah? BT Sport pulled the video down. So at least there's a bit of a jump there. You can say, well, at least there's a bit of evidence. My man here, the video is 7 minutes of him talking. There's no references, there's no clip, there's nothing. Nothing to go on, and as I keep saying, it's not, I know many of you, man, you follow this dude, and that's your business. I'm just saying, from where I'm sitting, he's the only guy on planet Earth who knows that Dillian Whyte has actually passed this B sample. And actually, whilst we're on the topic, just quickly, it is quite a question, because as I keep saying, apart from this dude, we're all wondering, where is Dillian Whyte's B sample? Where is it? We're questioning that at this point, because what we know is, in the Jerome Miller situation, which is slightly different because that was VADA, in the Jerome Miller situation, it took around 11 days, I believe, for his B sample to come back. This event broke on the 24th, which has been about, so it's been about 3 weeks nearly. It's been 3 weeks since this news broke. Actually, no, it's been 3 weeks, since the July 17th test, since the July 17th, where Dillian Whyte was actually notified they had a failed test. But in defence of UCAD and that, put it this way, people are questioning the fact the B sample hasn't been announced or whatever, but there's a number of things you've got to take into account. Number one, of course, as I've mentioned myself, this B sample will remain confidential unless there's another leak going on. Unless another Julian Assange comes along, we won't be notified until the end result is up. However, in defence of UCAD, they are one slow individual, or they are one slow organisation, and I'll show you the evidence for that. What do we know? Dillian Whyte was notified on the 17th of July that he had a failed test on the 17th of June. So that there tells me it's taken them the best part of a month to test his A sample. Because once you've tested the A sample, the result would be back. So they've literally had it for a month before they notified him, which tells me it took them a month to test it. So with that said, the fact it's been 3 weeks and we haven't heard about the B sample, that doesn't really say much to me. However, Frank Warren said, and I assume he knows more about this than me, he said that B samples normally are done pretty quickly, because once you failed a test, the process is activated. Normally it takes 48 hours, but so I don't know what's going on. That said, as I keep mentioning, we wouldn't be told anyway. So maybe, in fact, it's quite interesting actually. I did a video a few days ago talking about Dillian Whyte, and Dillian Whyte put a post up essentially saying that he understands why people take their lives. So he put up a quite depressing post, and I even speculated in there that perhaps he's put that up then because maybe the B samples come back negative as well, which actually, funnily enough, did actually line up with the dates, in as much as he put that message out on Instagram around 10-11 days after the 17th. 12 days actually. He put it up on the 29th of July. So I don't know. Ultimately though, we're going to have to wait until, because in my opinion there won't be another whistleblowing situation. I'd like there to be, but anyway, even if there was another whistleblowing case, all the first whistleblowing case did was bring a whole lot of speculation, which is actually, it's just tired me out. I'd rather, to be honest with you, have not known about this and have waited until the actual result came out. But then again, I'm not actually sure about the process. If this hadn't been leaked, would there have been a process? I'm not sure there would have been, because was it not the case they just took his word for it and they cleared him? Or was there still going to be an ongoing investigation if this hadn't broke? I'm not sure. I'm really not. And that's another thing that frustrates me with UCAD, is I'm not sure all over. It's a big mess. I just hope that we get some news soon. But in terms of what's realistic at this point, I don't believe it's realistic we're going to hear for a while, because look at the Fury situation. The Fury situation, they were literally having 3-month breaks in between meetings. He'd have one meeting, it'd be postponed, it'd take him another 3 months to get another meeting going. So I don't know, UCAD and the BBBOC are notoriously slow and ponderous. That said, Dillian Whyte's going to be licking his chops to get back in the ring, so there's going to have to be some sort of resolution. However, some people have speculated that maybe they're going to try and brush this under the rug and just let time heal all wounds, but I don't think that's going to wash on this one. Not especially because the WBC, they've got their teeth out for blood. They're hunting for blood on this one. And so to that respect, from a fan's point of view, the fact that WBC and Wilder are so scared of fighting Dillian Whyte, that'll bring the truth out. Because if Dillian Whyte has been set up, publicly speaking, if he does get FUCK'd because he's been set up, at some point he's going to have to come out and tell the public. Because if he has been set up and it does rule against him, he's going to have to come out and tell the fans. If at that point he chooses to remain behind his lawyers, I'm sorry, I can't support that. How are we meant to support someone who won't come and tell us what's going on? At that point, in my opinion, I'll have to back what's going on. If he's found to have done wrongdoing and doesn't come out and say he's been set up, how can you support that? It don't make no sense. That there is almost an admission of guilt, and that's where I'm sitting now. I'm in a hard place because, like I keep mentioning, in his post, Dillian Whyte hasn't yet proclaimed to be innocent. He hasn't yet proclaimed to be clean. He said the things that have been said about me are wrong, and I've got lawyers on it, so I can't say much. He could pleading your innocence does not, saying you're 100% clean doesn't prejudice your case, and it's ridiculous to think otherwise that it does. But anyway, this is a quick news update. All you dons there who want an apology, you ain't getting no apology until it officially comes out, yeah? This dude here, I'm sorry, if you man want to, clearly, obviously, you man want to take him as an official source, but the YBN, I'm sorry. This ain't for me. The fact this dude said his B sample's being cleared, I don't believe it has. But as I keep mentioning, if this dude's right and he knew something and I didn't, my hands will go up and I apologise. But as of today, I'm pretty sure no one knows whether the B sample's been cleared yet. and let me know what you guys think on this particular situation. If you have any more information, please leave a source below so your YB can prepare an apology.